So hello and welcome to another episode of Things Force. Today you join me over at Ragley Hall, that's at Alcester in Warwickshire, for their Father's Day classic car show. So there's a great number of displays from various car clubs and also individual entities like myself. Obviously I'm in my SLK today. I was meant to be doing the SL, but again that's sort of going off to have some work done. It was a really nice setting for a show, nice big open field with a lake to one side. There was also a number of auto jumbles and tray stands there, and they even managed to find another car to buy. Now obviously this was little money, it was a 1 to 118 scale of my very own SLK. Now we'll start off with a car that if I didn't have my SL I'd probably want one of these. It's sort of my second favourite Mercedes bar the R107, and this is a 126 series coupe. It's based on an S-Class and just a whole lot of car, a lot of style as well. So we move on from the coupe to the saloon. This particular one was a 500 SEL, very rare AMG version as well, some very period correct accessories on there, a few AMG accessories on there. There's a little bit more detail. If you want to pause, I'll let you read that at your own leisure. But overall, really nice car with a lot of period correct features and accessories, just really made this car stand out. Now we'll move on and we'll look at the next series, the next generation of S-Class, which was this, the 140. Really nice colour combination with the grey on the inside with the silver on the outside. I think these cars have been really overlooked for the last sort of few years and now only really starting to be more appreciated. So next that S-Class was his lovely R129 SL, featuring some lovely features of these AMG deep dish alloys. This particular one was a 320 and I really love the colour combination, the dark grey with the dark grey black interior. Now there was lovely 124 coupe that was on display as well, a car that was not really desirable a few years ago, but again these have really started to come into their own recently. However, I've always preferred the 123 that came before. I love the style of these cars, and obviously these are built to last forever. Now I did feature an 8 series in my last video and I couldn't resist featuring this one. I've seen this one a few times at various different sort of local car shows, and what an absolute stunning colour this is, with the light grey interior and really just an immaculately presented car. This is obviously someone's pride and joy. Now to a slightly earlier classic BMW, and this one is an E30. This was a 320i coupe, finished in this very dark green. I don't know if the camera quite picks that up, but it was a very nice dark green colour and just overall very nice presented car. Now I couldn't resist looking at these pair of boxes, they really stood out to me. I have got a little bit of soft spot for this first generation Porsche Boxer, however whether it will ever be a car that I own I'm not too sure. I often wonder if these would make a slightly more sporty alternative to my current R170 SLK. Now moving on to something a little bit different, and as you can see this Beetle looked amazing. It's not only an amazing looking car, I think the accessories really made this. So now on something a little bit different, and I have to admit you don't see too many of these. This is a Saab Turbo from the late 70s. Now on something that really looks like it could potentially have an MG badge on the front of it. This is a Daihatsu, believe it or not, Daihatsu Copa, and I think it had a 600 odd cc little motorbike engine. Just really a good little bit of fun this car looks. Now if that Daihatsu was a little bit small for you, how about one of these? This is a Mazda MX-5, obviously a Mark 1 in a special edition. Quite a nice two-tone interior with the wood trim and this quite jazzy paint colour on the outside. Now here's a car that I'm sure the MX-5 has taken a lot of inspiration from, the MG Midget. Now I do like an MG Midget. Again, I reckon these are really good fun little cars to drive. Now Now, who would have thought a very boxy styling can look so smart as this? This is a Triumph TR6, very proudly wearing its overdrive badge as well. And I absolutely love the look of these cars, these very boxy, Reggie shapes that they did. I actually quite like these from Triumph. Here's something that caught my eye. When was the last time you saw one of these Rover convertibles? In particular, this lovely two-tone one with the full leather interior as well. It just really stood out just because it looked a bit different. When again was the last time you saw one? Now, of course, the car show wouldn't be complete without a Mini or two, and this particular one caught my eye. This looked to be a Nightfire Red example. It looked to be an actual factory convertible car as well, which they did make towards the end of production life of the Mini, and yeah, really stunning car, this one. And this one also caught me on that same sort of era. This is an ERA Turbo, and I bet this is an absolute hoot to drive. Now, this might look like an ordinary Austin 1100, and that's because it is, but this car just looks so nice. There's some style to it, and I was trying to do some video of this car, and it took me about 5 minutes to make sure actually no one was standing around it, just attracting so much attention. Now, here was a car that was meant to save Rover and bring it into the 21st century. How successful BMW were in launching this car probably is very questionable, to be honest, but again, like the insight that I spoke about last week, are these cars becoming a modern classic? So we'll finish off this lovely 1963 Corvette, subtly modified. However, what really intrigues me is that this had a split window design, which I believe was only done for a year as people complained about the view out the back. So thank you very much for watching. Really great time at the Ragley Hall Father's Day Classic Car Show. Great setting, a great variety of cars. Here's a small section of cars that I've shown you on display, and hopefully I'll be back next year. So that's goodbye from me, goodbye from the old SLK. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.